Zach and Karen have the talk that changes everything. Danni is finally showing up as a real friend. And Sabrina is starting out night one of her whole phase. Rocky? What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sistas video. And in this one, I'm breaking down season 9, episode number 7. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversations. And y'all ate that little one. Y'all ate that little one with this episode. Us getting so much time in the conversation scene with Zach and Karen, both people who are deeply grieving the loss of forever, don't know how they got here, both feeling so lost, both feeling bits of guilt and shame, frustration and anger, deep love and longing. Just, it was glorious for me. It was glorious. And honestly, it was just a reaffirmation that Karen is the damn show. And if we're going to throw Zach in there, Zach operates his best with Karen. I don't make the rules. I just tell y'all the truth. That is the sisters that we want to see. Sisters where they are unpacking, they are confronting, they are living through, breathing, navigating deep emotions, the muck of life. What happens when things don't go as planned? What happens when all that you hope for, you will never actually be able to see it in the way that you had envisioned it? How do you pivot? How do you pick yourself up? How do you go on? How do you hope again? How like that to me is a great theme, for lack of a better word, but maybe not. I might not be articulating this correctly, but when I think about my 30s, so much of that is settling into who you are, who you have learned yourself to be and become. But then that's also redefining your goals, redefining the path that you're on when you realize that certain things that you may have wanted when you were a teen or wanted in your 20s, you no longer want anymore. It's not lined up for you no more. That man that you was in love with, you no longer in love with. Those friends that you thought was tight, you was tight with, you're no longer tight with. And that's to me is what this felt like. Like, yes, we are sat into the situation of them losing a child, Karen, miscarrying basically. Well, not miscarrying because technically she's a stillborn. Okay. Karen losing forever and then them both processing that particular loss, but then also really sitting down and unpacking the feelings around them as a unit, them as a couple, them as friends, them in each other's orbits, them as the major entities that they had been in each other's lives for like the last half decade. When things were great, when things are not great, and what that all meant. I just feel like this is the tone that I wish sisters would lean into. Like, and it can definitely have the funny. I think that Maurice and Paige are so brilliant for the show. Not that the sisters can't have fun and can't be funny, but they are the comedic relief that I care to see on a consistent basis. They're brilliant, comedic timing, just on point, on par, great. But I think that it would be great if we allowed the sisters to truly be in the thick of it, because a lot of us in our 30s a lot of us are navigating things and figuring things out and arriving in our 30s and realizing that life is nothing like what the hell we thought it was. What do we do now? And I felt like so much of that in watching Zach and Karen within their scene talk. Like, Zach ended up at Karen's house. At first, he's like, I don't know why I'm here, but he also wanted to say congratulations. He was able to hold faith. And they were, again, able to just have a very real conversation. And he gets to see, like, Karen is a little bit detached. She's a little bit in a space of disassociated. He wants to be there for her, which is so dope. I think that they did a really great job of writing the scenes. Like, it was a part where it, like, shifted for him to talk about, oh, well, why didn't you react when Faith was crying, basically. That part felt a little bit like wonky of like, how do we get here? But overall, when I look at all of the scenes stitched together, because it's spread out and it's intercut with everything else that's happening around Atlanta with everybody else, I feel like it was just really, really well done, really, really well written. And honestly, it felt like it felt like the end of an era, y'all. It felt like this is finally the end of the Zach and Karen era, which honestly for me, I guess is kind of bittersweet because I personally feel like the Zach character is the most interesting. The Zach character is the most captivating. Devale does his best work on this show, opposite Ebony, opposite Karen. So to know that this is pretty much it, and they won't have, like, yes, they'll move forward as friends, maybe. But they don't have a reason to like be in each other's orbits anymore. And I'm not even shading or like pointing to that like, oh, that's a problem, because it's not. This is great. This was a great closure conversation. It was a great way to go back down memory lane. Maybe some of y'all was paying attention that don't seem to be paying attention, because Zach was putting our girl through it. I know we like to say that Karen was crazy as hell, but that boy was wilding from the damn jump. And they showed not every bit of it, but a good portion of it. But I'm like, it's bittersweet for me because now he's going to only have to focus on Fatima and what's happening at the duplex and like the life that he's built over there. And for me, when I see that, and we don't get this many moments, honestly. Like, we haven't gotten a ton of moments with Zach and Karen for a very, very long time. So when you see it, you kind of have to sit forward, lean in, and like really engage. But then it's also so captivating. So then when we go back to the duplex, so we go back to conversations with Fatima, it don't feel the same. It don't feel as real. It feels so much more shallow, so much more vapid, so much more like, okay. Zach, to me, is also more unlikable over there with Fatima. The life that he's built, and it's not me saying that Fatima is the problem. The character that they have crafted for Fatima, the Zach that doesn't actually move with accountability, the Zach that's just ridiculously angry and has no damn consequences. See the big bad wolf, all his friends scared of him. Everybody just moves because Zach says so. That Zach is completely unlikable, and I don't actually want to subscribe to pay attention to his story any further. The Zach that Karen got, Ellie gonna kill me. No, she's not gonna kill me, but she could be like, Erica, what have we learned? That Zach had things that you could really grab onto, like, okay, wait a minute, if I squint with my left eye and tilt my head, we got something we could work with this man. That Zach, Karen Zach, was a Zach that you could hope would reach his potential. That was a Zach that you could literally see the path that he could take to walk up into prosperity, to walk into his betterment, to walk into the highest version of himself. And it's so clear, and it's like you just root for him. You want him to go and do it. But the Zach over here with Fatima feels like he's going nowhere. He's floating. So it's bittersweet. But I'm excited for my girl. I'm excited for her getting the closure. I'm excited for her taking the you're going to be a great mom from Zach and really allowing that to permeate her. Whether it was Zach that needed to say it, her mama, whomever needed to say it, for her to hear it and for her to know it, for her to tap back in. I'm glad that she got that. I love the insertion of the little moment with Aaron eavesdropping by way of the baby monitor. He's getting to hear this conversation that's not inappropriate, that's not overstepping boundaries, that is 100% what she needs. And he's happy for her. He's happy that she's getting it. She's happy that Zach is getting it. He's happy that Zach is getting it and he's still there. And by the end of the episode, we get to see her really coming up all out of it. Like, not necessarily shaking the pain and the grief off, because that's going to be with her for the rest of her life, but shaking off the weight that she has saddled herself with and the deep guilt. I think it was a nice touch for Andi and Danni to show up. This is the first time that I would say that I have actually seen Danni be a true friend, deciding that you're going to help her take a shower because she hasn't already, taking her socks and her shoes off. And like that particular conversation, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm going to get on board with this. Maybe I'm going to go with y'all because y'all been shoving down our throats that these sisters are sisters and they locked in forever. But we ain't seen them show up for Karen in the way that she has gone to bat and shown up for most of them very consistently. So this, while a seemingly very small act, I think spoke volumes. And Danni even just being willing to do that and paying attention in that regard. And she didn't lose her Danni essence. She didn't lose her Danni flair. I absolutely love that. Andi hiding the doctor. I don't know what they're doing with Andi's character. the best part for me of the episode was her basically checking Fatima of like, oh, well, maybe this will prepare you for when you are a lawyer and you actually pass the bar, because you haven't passed the bar and you're taking on additional clients that I knew nothing about. Ugh. I wish that we really exit the era of favoritism for Fatima. I want y'all to release us, please. Release us from the shackles of favoritism for Fatima, whether it's like Hayden sitting in here talking with this pro baller, which he could actually give tax advice to, and he's not because he's worried about a friend. I get it. Hayden's a loser, but like there's ways that you could do that but still honor his expertise. To have Fatima come in, but wasn't it supposed to be her meeting? So how the hell did him and Hayden get in here by themselves any damn way? Like they just throwing stuff at the wall and just saying it so because it's Fatima, and it don't work like that. The story is so wonky and so off and so ridiculous. I just can't. The Tamara releasing Hayden, okay, bye girl. I guess this is your redemption arc. You gonna go get the pro baller? You were never gonna be friends with Fatima, but good try. You look amazing. Okay, girl. I guess. And then also for Fatima, she, is venting to Andi about how Zach doesn't like to give her space to process, but now he's not giving, or he doesn't like her taking time to process to herself, and now he's taking time to process to himself. What don't you understand about that shit was toxic when he did it to you? So it doesn't mean that you're okay to go do it to him. You both should have time to process. You are individuals. Like, this is the thing that will make me never really get back on board with the whole idea of Zatima, because y'all asses are toxic. Have been so from the very beginning. And while I had hoped that this will push Zach to grow, you are 100% an enabler for his bullshit. And for you to sit your ass across from Andi talking about, well, when I was trying to process and take some time, he didn't want to let me do it. So why is he doing it now? He was wrong, baby. What are you just trying to add wrong to wrong? Like, you should not be trying to mirror his actions. You should be trying to pull him to the healthy side where he should be able to not be jealous, not be controlling, not be domineering, not push himself onto you when you're trying to process your own individual ass emotions. You are quite literally two people. You are not just this one entity that has one heartbeat, one sound. This is not a damn band. Fatima literally looked at that girl and said, well, when I was trying to process, he should have let you. The same way in this moment, you should let him. If he's shutting you out, okay, cool. It happens. You cannot fix the world for Zachary Taylor. And the way that you, not only do y'all have the Fatima character catching favoritism left and right, but you also have her indoctrinated to believe that she is quite literally the fix for anything that happens in Zach's life. Like, she can stop him from hurting, from feeling pain, from feeling any type of sorrow. That's not how this works, baby. And you should not be dedicating your life to make this be how it works. Ugh. Damn, I didn't realize how disgusted I am by that moment. The fact that she can't find it in herself, and like Andi has to remind her, girl, he's grieving, give him time. I'm just like, Fatima, please. And I guess when I'm also thinking about the damn trailer for season 4 of Zatima, and she talked about we can't tell Zach. I'm like, Fatima, we're going backwards, baby. Y'all supposed to be progressing not only as individuals, but as a goddamn couple. And your ass is going backwards. And at this point, it looks like it's you that's going to be dragging y'all asses back to hell. Let me move on. Sabrina, girl. She looks amazing. Sabrina looks absolutely stunning. But every last one of them dates was an absolute hell no for me. And I don't like to judge a book by... why am I saying that? I do love to judge a book by its cover, actually. And I go off of my damn intuition, blame the Gemini. No, it was no to all these, especially to Salt and Pepper Yo at the very end. Sabrina, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? The best part of that scene, or those scenes, was literally the commentary from Paige and Maurice. They are comedic gold, really brilliant, so engaging, so captivating. Love it, love it, love it. But by the end of the episode, Rich walks in to the tail end of Sabrina's little hotation recruitment night, and sees her talking to Salt and Pepper Yo, and now he gonna press her. Wasn't you just in a trollop? Wasn't you just in the town, sluts? Richard, please. What the? Okay, I don't want to say that joke because it sounds so insensitive. Y'all go back and listen to what the hell Maurice called Paige. When I tell you I cackle, and then I said, oh, I don't think we're supposed to say that. Let me know in the comment section if you know what he said, so I don't have to repeat it. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. I'm your good sis you love to talk TV with. And kudos, sisters. Kudos, writers. Kudos to Zach, played by Devale Ellis, and Karen, played by Ebony Obsidian. You two never cease to captivate. Thank you.
I never would have imagined us in this circumstance.
She hasn't really talked that much either, except for when Zach was here earlier.
Zach, why was that? You.
Look at me, look at you. You a mom. And I know you're going to be a dope mom to Faith.
And he should be able to talk to me, you know? He hated when I took time to process things, and now he's doing it.